love, today's video is going to be about slimming the waist down and losing a couple of inches off that waistline. Now as a woman, I know it can be extremely hard trying to get that waistline to go in and get that hourglass figure. I'm going to talk to you guys about two products that could possibly help along the way with getting a slimmer waistline. The first product that I'm going to be talking about is this little thing here, also known as a waist trimmer belt. And the second thing in this video I'll be talking about is the waist cincher. It looks similar to a corset, but it's completely different. If you're interested on how to shed a couple of inches off that waistline, then of course keep on watching. Let me give you guys a little quick information. Now, a waist cincher is not a corset. However, they are similar with giving a instant reshape to your waistline, but they're different in several ways. I'm just going to talk very briefly about the corset and a waist cincher. A waist cincher will typically shed maybe 1 or 2 inches off of your waistline, and this is typically done by sweating out water weight in that particular area. Waist cinchers are typically made out of latex or spandex, nylon, or sometimes plastic boning. Now when it comes to a corset, you can actually lose anywhere from 3 to 7 inches off of your waistline without doing any type of exercise. Corset will basically help you shape your waist in the long run. Now this is done differently than your waist cincher. With your waist cincher, you have to actually sweat for the water weight to fall off of your waist. With the corset, you actually don't have to sweat. It gradually over time, the waist cincher begins to squeeze everything together to give it that hourglass shape, which can result in your organs being shifted and moved around a little bit. That was a little background on the corset and the waist cinchers because they are two different things, and I just wanted you guys to be clear on what exactly what one is and what the other is and what they do and how they work differently. The waist cincher that I'm going to be talking about today is from ShapeCiti. I'll have the information below in the info bar, and this waist trimming belt is from Amazon. I'll have the information below in the info bar as well. So I'm just going to start off by talking to you guys about the similarities of these two products. Both products promote weight loss and preserve body heat, which results in stimulating water loss during exercises. Both products support back and improve posture. Both products have lightweight and stretchy fabric which stays in place, and both products instantly reshapes your waist. This waist cincher is made with latex, and it does have 3 rows on here as you can see, and it comes with these hooks on the side. At the very beginning, you can just start off by hooking the first row, and as your waist gets smaller, you can go to the next row and the next row. Or you can start off going to the second row if you feel comfortable doing so, or you can do so. When it comes to finding out the size for your waist cincher, you always want to go one size smaller than your shirt size. So if you wear a medium in shirts, then you want to get a small in your waist cincher. You don't want your waist cincher to be big. You want it to fit kind of snug. And if it does fit a little big, you can always just go to the second row or the third row to make it fit according to your stomach. One thing I also like about the waist cincher is it comes with multiple sizes. So you could be a very small petite girl, or you can be on the heavier side, and you will be able to get a cincher that fits your needs. So I do love that it comes in different sizes compared to the waist trimming belt where one size fits all, but it may not fit everyone. So that's one of the good things about this particular cincher, is they come in all different sizes. Another thing that I like about these waist cinchers is they're also made specifically for short and long torso. When it comes to the waist cincher, it is a lot less bulky. If you wanted to wear it every day underneath your clothes, it's very concealing, so you don't have to worry about someone possibly seeing that you have some type of waist cincher on. It's not going to move. Well, this particular waist cincher is not going to move when you're walking around. When it comes to working out, and this is just my personal preference, I really don't like to use this one for working out. I actually like to use the sweatband or the waist trimmer for working out, just because it's not as snug on my stomach and my back, and I can kind of adjust it to my comfortability. But with the waist cincher, you really can't adjust how it fits on your stomach. And of course, when you're working out, your breathing rhythm changes. I noticed with the waist cincher, because it is a little bit more snug and a little bit more concentrated on that particular area, you could possibly have trouble keeping up with your breathing needs based upon the waist cincher being a little too snug and not being able to adjust it. With the waist trimming belt, because it's that Velcro and you can easily adjust it if you feel like, you know, you're not able to breathe as properly as you need to be during that exercise. Now, when it comes to cleaning my waist cincher, what I typically do is just clean it by using my hands. I wouldn't recommend putting this in the washing machine. Of course, make sure you read the instructions on the back to know exactly how to care for your products, but I usually just put mine in some soap and water and I just clean it that way, and I sit it outside and let it air dry for the day, and that typically gets the job done. It's not scratchy. You don't have to worry about anything irritating your skin or feeling scratchy on your skin. This is definitely comfortable for everyday wear. Now, it has a little bit of stretch on it, but not that much. So if you're looking for something that's going to give you a little bit more stretch, this may not be the thing that you need, but it's definitely comfortable to wear every single day. I'm going to talk a little bit about this one. And again, this one is from Amazon. I'll have the information below in the info bar on where you can purchase this from. This waist trimmer belt is a little different than the other belt. I'm just going to open it up and show you guys how it looks. So this is the actual part where your body or your waist or your stomach is being wrapped inside of this little black thing. And this is where all the sweat and the heat will be preserved in. This waist trimmer belt has Velcro on it, so that's how it's able to stick together once you wrap it around your body. With this particular waistband, one size fits all, but if you are on the heavier side, this may not be a good fit for you. It probably will go up to maybe an XL, depending on how big your stomach may be. Also, when using this type of band, the pressure can be adjusted to fit comfortability. When it comes to wearing this outside of working out, you just want to wear it underneath your clothing. It's going to look a little bulky. It's not going to look as invisible, so someone will definitely know that you have something on your stomach. The sides or wherever you have, when you attach the Velcro, you'll see that on the edges right here, it will kind of stick out a little bit. It's not going to lay as flat. So it can be detected that you have something underneath your clothes if you decide to wear this just as a normal day wear. Now, that's totally up to you. It's optional. I really didn't wear this too much every day, but during workout times, I really loved this belt because it produced so much sweat. Now, also, let me say this. When I am using this sweatband at the gym or outside running, I always like to use this little cream here. Now, I talked about this a couple of years ago when I first started targeting my stomach. This is the Abilene Moisturizing Cleanser for younger looking skin. This can actually be found at your local CVS or Walgreens. It is a facial cleanser. However, people use this on their body to produce sweat and weight loss. So if you are trying to target a specific area where you want to lose a lot of the water weight and you want to lose a couple of inches, definitely pick this Abilene cream up, put it on that target area, and watch your body sweat. Seriously. And with having this in combination with the waist trimming belt is excellent, and I'm guaranteeing you will see results. When it comes to cleaning, what I typically do is just use a wet cloth and use a little bit of soap and just clean the inside here. I will say this, when working out, this band does move. I've noticed that when I do this sweatband myself, it actually rolls up on the back when I'm working out and moving around, but when my husband does it, doesn't move at all. So I think it just has something to do with the position that you apply the sweatband on. I'm also going to come back in another video and show you guys how the belts work when I'm working out and how much sweat is actually being produced when wearing these belts, because a lot of people have their thoughts and opinions, which is rightfully so, on these products and things like that, and some people say they work, some people say they don't. I actually can testify that they do work. I mean, they've worked for me. I was being very realistic with this product. I knew only thing it was going to do was just take maybe 1 or 2 inches off my waistline and just, you know, produce a lot more sweat, which is typically water weight. So I really wasn't expecting some type of miracle with my waistline. I actually like the idea of using these little waist cincher belts and trimmers and things like that, just because, you know, you don't have to go through the whole process of getting a surgery. We all have heard the horror stories that is associated with girls trying to reshape their body and get their body to look a certain way and things go wrong. For me personally, I would just stick with something like this because I don't have to worry about things going wrong. It's not going to cost you thousands of dollars, and it's safe, you know. For the most part, it's safe. It's not as risky compared to going under the knife and getting a procedure done to get your waistline smaller. I'll come back and talk to you guys some more about these waist cinchers because I do know they're very much popular and a lot of people want to try them out. So I'll come back on another video and I'll talk to you guys some more about those 2 products, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hey love, today's video is going to be about slimming the waist down and losing a couple of inches off that waistline. Now as a woman, I know it can be extremely hard trying to get that waistline to go in and get that hourglass figure. I'm going to talk to you guys about 2 products that could possibly help along the way with getting a slimmer waistline. The first product that I'm going to be talking about is this little thing here, also known as a waist trimmer belt. And the second thing in this video I'll be talking about is the waist cincher. It looks similar to a corset, but it's completely different. If you're interested on how to shed a couple of inches off that waistline, then of course keep on watching. Let me give you guys a little quick information. Now, a waist cincher is not a corset. However, they are similar with giving a instant reshape to your waistline, but they are different in several ways. I'm just going to talk very briefly about the corset and a waist cincher. A waist cincher will typically shed maybe 1 or 2 inches off of your waist